Hey guys, Chad here. As you can see, quite a few changes. Yeah, this is just a vlog really, just to update you guys on what's going on. Sorry if the camera's a bit on the piss, and just I think it's possible I may be on the piss as well. I don't know. Anyway, as you can see, I've been off sick. Thank you very much for continuing to watch everything on the channel. Sorry there haven't been any new videos, but there are new videos coming out now, very soon. There will be one new railroads out on Sunday. So, and then I've just also done some recording with Mal for the Rome 2, and that seems to have gone okay. But yeah, basically what happened was that a couple of weeks ago I had a case of bronchitis. Now, the problem is with that is that it's like chest infection. So what I couldn't do is I couldn't actually breathe properly. So when I was trying to take in a full lung of air, it was only going for about 35%, and there was phlegm and all the rest of it and stuff like that. So anyway, I was recovering off work from that, and while I was doing that, I had a massive pain in the eye, just this one here. And it was sort of right at the back, and it's like, oh, duh, and I couldn't see anything, or at least everything was very blurred. So as a result of that, I went to the hospital, and they said that it looks like the problem is that the eyes were starting to have problems, and that this eye, which is the dominant eye, I know that from playing snooker because that's the one I aim under, so the cue goes under there like that, is the problem, and it's doing all the work. So I needed a set of glasses to correct it. So those took a little while to come in. Now, also off the back of that, I have been having issues with being tired a lot. Has affected some of my ability to provide content, and I went to see the doctor, and there are some blood tests being done, but I'm kind of expecting it to come back and tell me that I have diabetes. So, but the thing is, that would kind of explain why I've been feeling so tired so often over the last 6 months or so, problems related to that. But at least the whole point is that at least I'm in a situation now where I know what the problem is, and I can deal with it, and I can manage it in that respect. So diabetes also can affect the eyes as well. So it's not the end of the world. It's, you know, it's a case of get on with life and deal with it and all the rest of it. So I just wanted to do a vlog to let you guys know what was going on with respect to me and real life and all the rest of it, and why there haven't been any videos for a while, because I couldn't see the screen. There's the screen's up there. I couldn't see it to actually be able to focus on the game. I did do a few tests with Battlefield 4 with Bam Bam, and it was just not going to happen. I mean, I can look under the glasses and I can still see things still being blurred. So so now it's a case of getting used to actually playing with glasses on, and it's a new experience, but I am getting used to it, and slowly starting to work on that. So to add to that also, work is going to be shutting the office that I work in around September, so I will be out of a job. So I'm in the process of trying to find a new job at the same time as doing all of this. So it's been a pretty stressful and pretty unpleasant last couple of weeks, to be honest. It kind of gets to one of those situations where you have one of those days where you feel like everything's going wrong, and no matter what you do, you don't seem to feel like you're getting a break, and it gets very demoralizing, and it gets very upsetting in some ways. All you want is just that little bit of luck. And to be honest, that little bit of luck has been my YouTube channel. I'm immensely pleased with how it's been going. The comments from all of you guys have been absolutely wonderful. Thoughts and get well soons and all the rest of it and stuff like that, and I really appreciate that. That's been really kind of you guys. And obviously, fortunately, because I've got such a large back catalogue of videos in there, over 1,000, means that you guys have had plenty of old videos to watch, while there hasn't been a load of new videos coming out. So it's been kind of good in some ways, but also bad. I realised how much playing games is a key part of my life and has been for a long, long time, and how much I miss that. But also, part of the thing that's not the most fun is when you live on your own. And what happens is that when you live on your own, obviously, you know, there are times where, especially when you're ill, you feel very isolated. You feel very sort of locked off from other people. And it can sometimes make the illness feel worse. And as a result of that, I mean, you know, there's some pretty low moments, I can't argue. But, you know, I spoke to friends over the course of time, over the course of the illness, and, you know, they really helped. And the thing that also made things even harder as well, with respect to the illness, I started having a problem with sleeping. Now, what would happen is that, I mean, I wouldn't have done anything different. So I wasn't on the computer. I was just watching TV. Couldn't read a book because I couldn't focus. So I was just relaxing. And so then, you know, bedtime would come along at 10 or 11 o'clock or something like that. And I'd get into bed. And I'd not fall asleep until, and I would still be awake at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I just couldn't sleep. Now, it could be as a result of the possible diagnosis of the diabetes, maybe related to that, I don't know. But it got to the point where I had something like 2 hours sleep in 72. Now, for those of you who haven't experienced that, obviously one of the most important aspects of sleep is going into the rapid eye movement, the REM sleep. Yeah, so it's like a full sort of sleepiness, unconscious state. And that's actually required in order to, you know, replenish you and all the rest of it. And if you're not getting that, the effects on your mental state and on your ability to think is actually quite devastating. It's really, really bad. And it's kind of like when you've been drinking. Obviously, there are some people who have no reference point against which to mark this. But when you've been drinking and then you lie down in bed and you feel that sinking feeling, it was kind of like that in your head all the time because you were so tired. But then when you went to bed, you still couldn't sleep. You were absolutely shattered. You were absolutely exhausted. And yet you couldn't relax enough to sleep. So part of the issue, right, is that I live in a studio flat. You can see behind me, it's a really small flat. And just there is where the fold-down bed used to be. But the fold-down bed actually broke about a month or so when I came in, came into the flat. So essentially, what I've been doing is been sleeping on a mattress, you know, albeit a relatively comfortable one, but a mattress on the floor for going on, and I've been here 10 years now. So I surmised that it was starting to cause me serious problems relating to sleep. So what I did was I went out to a shop and I purchased a brand new bed. Now, this is a proper bed. It's not just a mattress on the floor. It's a proper bed. It's got a divan underneath so you can like put storage under it and all that kind of stuff. And that should be delivered in a couple of weeks' time. And hopefully that will aid me in getting at least normal amounts of sleep, or at least regular amounts of sleep. Now, fortunately, because of the problem that I had with the sleeping, the doctor gave me some sleeping pills. Now, I've never taken sleeping pills or anything like that. So I was talking to my friend Doug, my Scottish friend, who, no word of a lie, has right. Okay, I regard myself as an extremely blessed man in many, many ways. Because I have such thoughtful and caring friends, like some of the best friends you could ever possibly want. Doug's one of those, Roy's the other, Jason, Derek, who is a prince among men, Chris, so many of these wonderful people that are part of my life and have enriched my life as a result of that. And so Doug was very helpful. Now, the thing is, Doug's obviously being a Scot, he likes his tipple and he likes his recreational other things. So he was kind of saying, oh no, you want to take this, you want to do this and this and this and not knock you out and all the rest of it. So he's been advising me, and he's also been kind of pushing me. He was the one who helped push me, saying you need to get in a new bed and all the rest of it. So there are some times when I don't necessarily do things I should do, and occasionally I just need a little bit of a, you know, oi, Chadwick, get on with it. So that's essentially, and those guys have been absolutely fantastic. So yeah, it's been really stressful. It's been really unpleasant at times, like really, really dark moments, you know, when you're sort of in a flat on your own in the dark, and the thoughts that are sort of surrounding you, especially when you're really, really tired. Some of the thoughts that surround you are seriously fucked up. I mean, like really, really borderline fucked up. And it scares the crap out of you. It really does. And as a result of that, I'm also looking, because of this flat, I mean, this is a pokey flat. It's small, it's tiny. I don't have a lot of space available. I am going to be looking to move into a bigger place. Now, this is for my own personal peace of mind. It would be nice to have a bedroom where I can just walk into, this is a bedroom, thud, I'm on the bed, as opposed to, or I can sit down on the sofa and watch television, stuff like that. I can have people over. Right now, I can just about fit in this flat. So if people want to come over, it's a bit of a juggling fest to get people around, and there's not a lot of space, and it's always cluttered, like always. The trouble is, I'm a squirrel, and I keep a lot of stuff, and I need to throw out a lot of crap, including myself. But no, so I'm starting to waffle a little bit, but that's kind of me. So these are the things that I'm starting to try and change in my life to sort of generally improve things. I'm obviously still trying to get myself a new job. I've got, you know, till September, so there's plenty of time to do that. And if they make me redundant, I'll also get, you know, 2 to 3 months worth of pay, because I've been there 5 years. So in that respect, it's not too bad, but it's still just the stress factor of having to go through all that and all the rest of it. And one thing that's really hard to do is I found that when I was really, really tired and then having to write the CV, and I've just read through the CV, it makes no sense at all. Absolutely no sense. Complete gobbledygook. Like, there's duplications, there's spelling errors, and it's terrible. So I've got to redo that now that I can actually see and also kind of comprehend, which I wasn't able to do once I wasn't sleeping. So yeah, that's basically what I've been dealing with in the last 2 to 3 weeks. Why there haven't been any videos, because I couldn't see to record the videos, and just basically letting you guys know what's going on. So as you can see there, the glasses, you know, not too bad. I am going to have a shave. The thing that's kind of funny is like, if you can't actually see yourself in the mirror very well, the last thing you want to do is put a wet blade next to your face. It's just tantamount to problems. So, and the thing that's even funnier is I've got a buzz cutter in this flat, which is, you know, like that. But I couldn't bloody find it because everything was blurred. So it's just like, oh. So hence the reason why I've got the old beady weedy look. And hopefully I will be trimming that off back to a normal level. Buzz, buzz, buzz. I might have to go out and get a new one because the old buzz cutter was a bit screwed. So that's what I'm doing. I'm also looking into moving into a new flat, looking to get a new job, and also there's things to do with the channel. Now, the thing is with the channel at the moment, I mean, the Let's Plays, the problem is I'm kind of worried that I'm focusing too much on Total War Let's Plays. I need to vary it up a little bit. I love, I mean, let's just, I mean, no lying to you or anything, but I will admit that the Medieval 2 Total War campaign is frustrating at times. The Napoleon Total War campaign is glorious, and I'm loving it, absolutely loving it, and I hope you guys are. And the fact that it's made, you know, sudden plot twist and all the rest of it, it's just fantastic. I think That's probably one of my favourite campaigns at the moment that's running. Obviously, you know, there's Hearts of Iron 3, and you know, I haven't been able to cast Battlefield 4 for a while now, and I'm hoping to get back into that as well. For those of you who are not aware, the EMS finals are going on this weekend. So I'm looking to get back into recording as soon as possible, get the series up. I'm contemplating Watch Dogs. I'm thinking about that. That could make some fun, because obviously Mal will get involved with that as well, so that could be some good fun. Have to determine whether or not I'm going to do that. And you know, I do have some other games as well. There is another thing that I'm working on for Europa Universalis, with a colleague of mine who you guys will have seen in the Hearts of Iron multiplayer videos. That was Boris, and his friend as well will be brought along. So that's something else that I'm working together with those guys, which could turn out to be a very good series. And I'm just trying to also work with additional guys, you know, in the Battlefield community. Some of the American guys, obviously I've worked with Culprit and Snoov and all those guys up there, and Brett FX as well. And you know, it's like Europeans don't always have a always positive view of Americans, but the guys that I work with there could not be more generous, could not be more thoughtful, could not be more helpful. They are a credit. They are a credit to all Americans, in my opinion. Wonderful guys, all of them. And I love the banter. The banter is just fantastic with those guys. Because the thing is some people tend to take things too seriously, but these guys, no, there's never too seriously. But you can also have a really good conversation with them. I'm also working on another idea, which hopefully should come to fruition soon, with Scanner Barkley. Now, I've been on his Capmanogium podcast, which was fantastic fun, and we've got an idea for a show that we want to try and do on a regular basis, and we just got to work out the details relating to that. Now that I can see again, I should be able to do something about it. So, and there's so many other people out there that I just want to work with, you know. I've had great fun playing games with the Infuse guys, obviously, as Epsilon and all the other Battlefielders. Just fantastic. Looking forward to doing some stuff with them. And you know, obviously this whole CTE with Battlefield 4 looking quite interesting, and we'll have to work out, see what happens with that. Aside from that, I don't think there's anything really much else to say, aside from, to you guys, thank you for your kind comments while I've been off sick. Thank you for continuing to watch the videos that I do have on the channel on a regular basis and commenting. Welcome to the new subscribers who have joined during this period while I've been off sick. My content is obviously a little bit stale at the moment because I haven't released anything new, but that will be changing in the next few days, and I hope you enjoy what you see. Obviously feedback, everything, all that kind of funky stuff is always welcome, always welcome. And I'm not sure there's really much else to say. You know, it could be a case of I'll have a new job soon, hopefully with more money. That's always been a problem. Money that this place pays, just awful. So as a result of that, maybe I'll be in a position where monetarily I'll be more comfortable and happier in that regard. So you know, that's kind of what I'm working towards at the moment. I'll probably do another video relating to the actual channel itself and plans for content, series, things of that nature, to, you know, keep you guys entertained, because that is essentially half the battle. Keeping you guys entertained, you know, it's great that you guys are here. You know, I love the fact that you guys match my sense of humour in so many ways. If I screw up in a live chat or a live stream, one of the first people to take the piss will be you guys in chat, and I love that. I think that's fantastic. It's great. So, you know, I'm surrounded by a load of piss-taking gamers, which is good. But also, there's, you know, there's nice moments as well. Well, no, that is another. There are other nice moments. That's what I said. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. I've had the blood tests. I should hear in the next few days, but then it means that if that's the case, then I can deal with it. I can sort that out. I did sleep last night quite well, for the first time without any sleeping pills, which is good. So, because I'm conscious of, you don't want to become dependent on them. That you can't sleep unless you have a sleeping pill, because that's a very dangerous situation to get into. So it's a case of, I think I took some for 2 days just to take the edge off the tiredness I was having, and then see if I can get a normal night's sleep, and that seemed to work okay. And obviously once the new bed gets delivered, I'll be more comfortable, I'll be happier in that regard, and then obviously I can work on moving flat and doing all that kind of stuff and getting into a bigger place, so that I've got more space to sort of work, and also so that I can enjoy life a little bit more. You do find that you're in a little small flat like this, and you do feel very confined sometimes. But anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing else to say, I don't think. Nice fresh air, lovely. So makes me, illuminates one side of my face. Probably just as well only one side. But, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a very long and waffly update by myself, Chapman, to my viewers and subscribers. And what can I say? Thank you. And I shall be bringing you more videos and more shenanigans very shortly. I shall see you later. Cheers, guys.